Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are covering the Va'ruun Starshard particle beam pistol. Probably the most powerful pistol on the game, energy based wise. Don't know how it compares to most ballistic ones. It's like a mini version of the Inflictor from the Va'ruun, so you get the gist if you've used one of those. It's a nice looking thing, very angular. Again, to me, just reminds me of the Romulans from Star Trek, but that's probably just me. So look at the base stats. We're looking at 46 physical and 142 energy damage using the light fuse, which you'll find everywhere. 12 round magazine, 12 rate of fire, and 40 range. So technically it's a mid-range weapon. Let's see if that's how that works. 72% base accuracy and 7 mod slots. If you want to buy this, you'll get it sometimes from Neon Tactical and the Trade Authority. For the most part though, you'll be getting these as drops or pickups from crates. Modifications, all your standard energy based stuff. Again, I know it's got physical and energy damage stats, but they seem to mostly be focused on your energy side. So you've got your amplifier, your annihilator rounds, focal lenses, focus nozzle. You can upgrade the sights with the standard iron sights, or you can put something called a glow sight, which just gives you a little bit more of the fancy reticle to look at. You can put a reflex sight on it. You can mess about with the magazine and improve that, and you can put a laser sight on it. So you can improve the accuracy, you can improve the damage and the look and feel of it. Pretty much all your energy based pistols offer the same thing. So it's all down to personal choice, but again, this is the as far as I can find, the one that will deal out the most damage, which makes it kind of a good find if you can pick one up. Right. Before we go too far, combat skills that will affect the pistol. I've got 1 in ballistics, since this does physical damage, so I get a 10% increase. I don't think the lasers will affect it. I got 1 in pistol certification, so that'll boost my damage by another 10%. I have 2 in targeting, so I get a hip fire and range increase. And I have 1 in reloading, which will make my ballistic weapons to reload faster. I don't know whether that includes the particle beam pistols and rifles. They have both stats, but I don't think that's included, because technically they are particle beam. And everything else is untouched. I've been neglecting my combat skills, and I've been focusing on science and social for the most part. So, my level is 91. I think the mobs in the area that I'm at are anywhere between 20 and 30. So, something to keep in mind. If I end up one-shotting them, that may not be the case for you. If you walk into an area with this thing in its most basest form and you're not doing the same damage that I'm doing, just try to keep in mind the level difference. I'm not saying it makes a huge amount of difference, but just something to keep in mind. So things first, no ammo counter on it, doesn't really matter, you can just look into the bottom right hand corner. And the iron sights are fairly clear. I think there's a little dot there that you could focus on. Obviously, being a particle beam weapon, if you rapid fire this thing, the bolts will fly all over the place, so pick your shots, but that can be said for most pistols. So, find someone to shoot at. You'll do. Okay. outside this one's range. There we go. My health is plummeting. You see, these are 24s, and they're being one-shotted. It says it has to take 2 shots, but never mind. It's still a decent weapon. It's powerful. It's pretty accurate, all things considered. And it's quite happy to take on turrets the same amount as people. Yeah, you're 40, that'll do a bit more. Let's see what we do here. 1 shot, headshot. He's using the beam weapon himself. Armor, perfect. That is a energy damage puddle. If you get mobs or NPCs to walk through that, they'll actually take some energy damage from it, which is a nice little addition. Let's try and aim down the sight shot and see what we can come up with. Reloading before going into combat, always a good thing. Now, this might just be me, but I think this thing's a bit more accurate from the hip. But that might just be my talents coming into play. How did you survive an explosion like that? Most of the time I'm quite okay with aiming down the sights, but this one just feels a little slow. I don't want to take anything away from the weapon. I'm actually quite a fan of the Starshard. In this instance, I actually prefer hip firing. I think it's a little more accurate. That's quite interesting. Someone's around. Oh, another turret. There we go, let's clean them out. Got that turret earlier. Gonna grab some loot. Head inside and see what more trouble we can cause. Quick reload, and we're away. You're definitely going to want a larger magazine for this. 12 shots, I mean, it's just standard pistol rounds, but you'll run out quite quickly. Gives you the need to almost constantly reload. But again, I'm taking absolutely nothing away from it. It's a good handling weapon. It fires really well. The light fuses you'll find all over the place, so you don't need to worry too much about buying your ammunition. And it is certainly a weapon that you could use at medium to short range. I wouldn't go long range with it. I think that would be a bit silly. obviously the further out you go, the more the bolts fly around. That will burn through ammunition that you don't want to be wasting, so make sure you close the gap. Let's just try and aim down the sight with a bit more distance. Get him to sit still long enough. Where'd you go? It's not bad. I think if you can keep still, then the aiming down the sights will help you out a bit, but for me, I will say hip firing is the way to go. But again, that's probably just a personal preference, and again, my talents are probably helping me out there quite a bit. And out again. One guy left. He's got a grenade launcher by the look of things. No, he doesn't. And there we go. What does he have? Oh, an old Earth rifle. So there, that is the Va'ruun Starshard. Miniature version of the Inflictor. Powerful weapon. Even its basic form, it will do a decent amount of damage. Definitely worth a look if you can get one to drop. As always, look for the advanced versions, look for blue, purple, or if you're really, really lucky, you can find a legendary. Excuse me. The legendaries and the coloured ones will give you extra traits to play about with, which is always a nice find on weapons. I can't honestly say I've found a coloured one. I'm pretty certain there is a unique version of this. It's called the Terror Inflictor, which you will buy from the Starborn Trader when you go into New Game Plus. I don't know what traits or anything that offers. I haven't actually found the trader yet, so something to keep an eye out for. But yeah, the most basic version of the Va'ruun Starshard, and its most in its base damage numbers, it is by far and away the strongest pistol in the particle beam category by a considerable distance. I think the closest you might come would be the Novolite. That seems to be it. The particle beam weapons you have four. You've got your Novolite, you've got your Terror Inflictor, you've got the Spacer, and the Va'ruun Starshard. The Spacer is the blue version of the Novolite, so obviously it gives you a bit more damage there. So yeah. Definitely worth a look. It's easy to use, it's accurate, it's just doesn't really mean much, but you can't really rapid fire this thing. But you can press your button as fast as you want, it isn't coming out any quicker than that. But yeah, if you pick your shots, should hit most times. I don't think I missed too much. Obviously if you're hip firing and you're moving around a lot, you're going to miss a fair bit, but that's to be expected. There's nothing to really worry about there. But no, there we go. The Starshard, it's a fun little weapon. It's well worth a look if you can get one to drop. Not certain I'd buy it unless you found the upgraded version, or you found one with really, really nice traits on it. This is something you probably wait to pick up from a drop. Would just be my own personal recommendation. But again, that's just me. Everybody plays their own way. Yeah. So So we'll call that one there. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry, this was a bit of an odd ending. I was expecting a little bit more of fighting, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, we'll call the video there. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up would be appreciated. If you found one and you found a really nice purple or legendary, a comment, leave me a comment, and I'll be happy to learn about it. As always, my subscribers are slowly rising. I think I've just gone past 30. So a big thank you to everybody that's subscribing. It is much appreciated. And I will see you all in the next one.